everybody, Cole here, and today we're going to do a silly thing called 10 Things About Me, because you might be interested to know random crap about Cole. The first thing, I am diabetic. Wow, isn't that amazing? I'm type 1, so I use insulin, have to stab myself multiple times every day after I eat in the morning before I go to sleep. It's been like this since I was 1.5, so it's not like I was diagnosed yesterday and this is a complete nightmare. But there are things that have happened, I guess. I've nearly died multiple times. But I've been like this since I was 1.5, so I'm pretty used to it by now. The second thing is, I love music, old stuff, new stuff, random crap that nobody's ever heard of. I love everything. If I had to say my top 5 bands are, it would probably be Crystal Castles. I have a note. I have my phone. That's what I'm reading off of. Because, side note, my memory is terrible. So I could think of all these things and be like, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I won't. So I've written it down. My first favourite would be Crystal Castles. And then it would be Starset. And then in this moment, D. Antwood and then Caliban would be my top 5 if I had to choose. But I really do listen to anything. If I like something that I hear on the radio, then cool, I like that. I used to say I have guilty pleasures. I don't really anymore. If something's good, say you like it, just screw people's opinions. I like Nickelback. That's a very controversial thing, isn't it? But I do like Nickelback. They're a dad band. They're good to just be like to, so that's good, whatever. Next. Third interesting, amazing fact about me is, where is it? I have a phobia of, you know, sloths, however you want to say that. The really slow animal that falls out of trees and kills itself a lot. I am so scared of those. I'm okay with babies. Like if you ever have me on my personal Facebook, my mum tags me in sloth things all the time because she knows I absolutely hate them. I'm okay with baby sloths. They're adorable. You just want to cuddle them, but as soon as they start getting bigger, you're like, go away. I'm like a minor germaphobe. This is all linked to I have a phobia kind of thing. I can't stand other people's things. So if somebody's like, do you want this coat? I'll be like, yes, that's a nice coat. And then like, wash it 30 times. Because like, I can't sleep on Michael's pillow. It's really hard to cuddle him actually at night. I can't sleep on his pillow. It's a weird thing. It's like, I have to wash. He's given me coats and he's given me t-shirts. I have to wash them all multiple times. Like, if I don't, my skin starts crawling. It's like I have germs on me. It just feels like this basically, and it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away until I like sanitize everything. It's a really weird thing. If I'm at work and somebody's like, "Oh, could you just pass me that from that shelf up there?" I'll be like, "Yes, here we go." And then if our hands, just like our fingers happen to touch like this, thank you so much. I'm like, my hand is like, it's burning basically, it tingles. It's like I could feel their weird germs all over my skin. I can't do other people's things. I'd love to go charity shopping. Excuse me, I'm getting ill. I'd love to go charity shopping, but the problem is I'd have to wash everything 30 times because I can't do other people's things, their germs, things that their skin have been on. I can't do it. Number 4, I'm studying for a degree in psychology. Isn't that exciting? I'm currently doing an access course because I've been out of education for so long. But I'm moving towards the psychology thing because I'm really good at reading people. I'm good at behavioural analysis. I can read body language. And I like knowing why people think the way they do, or why their behaviours are what they are, I guess. Because there's always a reason why somebody behaves the way they do, whether it's drugs, whether it's something they've experienced in their childhood. There's always a reason, and I like to know how the brain takes that experience or those experiences and processes it into behaviour. I like that. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, I love serial killers, but it's not in that weird way like some people have. Like, I just want to know what caused them, if anything, maybe they were born like it, to have that mental snap, to make their brain just collapse and they decide that killing is the right thing. I understand a lot of things about super famous serial killers that maybe not other people do, because I've looked at the behaviour and things that have happened to them and put a lot of pieces together, I guess. Maybe that would be another vlog if anybody cares. Number 5. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Look, I've got the Pikachu jumper. I've got the shirt. I absolutely adore Pokemon. I've been playing since 2007, which seems pretty late for me. Late for anyone, I guess. Excuse me. But I didn't really play it when I was a kid. I had a game cartridge with like 100 games on it, which is actually the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, said Nintendo again, from the other day. There's a cartridge in that little pack that I showed you that's got 100 games on it. One of them was Pokemon Yellow, and I always used to play that, but the problem with it is you couldn't save it because it was such a big cartridge and it wasn't like things today. So I would get halfway through it and then I'd have to turn it off and then I couldn't go back to it. So I used to play Pokemon Yellow when I was a kid, but I could never finish it. And I started my obsession with Pokemon in 2007. My dad bought me like a Nintendo DS Lite when they first came out, second hand, and you could choose a game, you know, that came with it. And I chose Pokemon because I thought that the case looked really cool. It had Dialga on it, if that's how you say that word. You know, because it was Pokemon Diamond that I had. And he had Dialga on it. And I thought, well, that thing looks really, really cool. My dad was like, don't you want Nintendogs? And I was like, no. I want this cool monster thing on the front of this box. Because I was about 11, I think. And since then, my obsession has blossomed. I have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I have, you know, all of the games up to there. I have Pokemon Green on my Nintendo DS. I could really put that in the advance, couldn't I? Thoughts. Number 6. Like I said, I love psychology. I love serial killers. I love all of that stuff. I could talk for hours about all of that stuff because I just love it. I like hearing other people's opinions. How many times in these vlogs are we going to get that? Again, it's the cat. I can't record anywhere else. This is my recording space, so we just have to put up with that. Like, if I had to say my most interesting, like, the person I'm most interested in, if we're going to talk about killers, not weird obsessions or fancying or any of that stuff, just someone who I'm like most interested in the mind of, it would probably be Jeffrey Dahmer, if I'm completely honest. I find him fascinating. The documentary that's coming out about him, I'm going to cry at. I'm going to cry because, like, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but there are things that I think people, because obviously he killed people, which is always wrong. That's never right. That's never the right way to deal with things. It was what he was put through, I guess, as a younger man, and the way he was treated that caused his mind to be that way. And I don't think people realise that. He didn't just wake up one day and be like, I fancy killing someone. There were things that caused his brain to be the way that he was. And it's upsetting, and it's so sad. And I want to talk about it, but I can't, because it's like another vlog, and people would probably hate me or something for some reason, because I'm not saying he's a good person, not at all. I'm saying there are things that caused him to be the way that he was, and it's sad. It is sad that other people's actions can make someone turn into that person. Number 7, I love horror movies. Horror is my favourite genre. Like I've said, I love horror games. I can watch other people play horror games all day, be fine, have no anxiety about it. Although I did watch Markiplier play the latest and last Five Nights at Freddy's, and I jumped so much in that. It gave me so much anxiety, which is weird because I watch games all the time that don't scare me, that don't bother me, that don't whatever. But if I play them myself, the tension is just too much. I can't. I want to play horror games, but I don't know if I can. Maybe we should try one day and see how it goes. Maybe it's something to try and get past. But I love horror movies. I love horror. Do I have a favourite horror film? Maybe. I love The Descent. Excuse me, I've just grabbed this comb from in front of me. I love The Descent. I liked the second one, but the first Descent is actually the first horror film I ever watched. The Descent. I love that. Although it's not exactly a horror, it's more of a psychological thriller. I absolutely adore Donnie Darko. I love Donnie Darko. I have the first film, I have the second film. I'm planning my next tattoo next year, and it's gonna be like Frank the Rabbit. I want it like here, but I don't know about that yet. I mean, it's just a plan. Next year I'm gonna get my first tattoo either way. Either way I'm gonna get it. And it will be Frank, but I don't know where it will be, so look out for that. I love creepy things. I absolutely adore plague doctors. From the Victorian era, the plague, the dudes with the hawk masks that used to stuff flowers in their masks to try and stop getting the plague, and they'd announce people dead and all that stuff about the plague. I love those. They're creepy as hell, but I really like them. I think they're so poetic looking and they're so creepy, and I absolutely love them. I love them. Drink break. Number 8. I love the ocean. You either love space or you love the ocean. And some people hate in fact a lot of people hate the ocean. It gives them hideous anxiety, it gives them anxiety attacks. I love the ocean. I love everything in it. I love whales, I love sharks, I love fish, I love coral, I love the ocean water, I love the things that are in the ocean, I love how far down it can go. I am terrified of space. I am terrified of space. Now that's not to say I hate space, because I don't. I think space is fascinating, but I'm absolutely petrified of it. If you get lost in space, you're screwed, basically. You are screwed. Whereas, it's why it's like, I like the ocean. Cats. I like the ocean because it has to end somewhere. There's no end in space, apparently. Space goes on infinitely, apparently, you know, kind of thing. The ocean has to end somewhere. It may look bottomless, but it isn't, because we're on a floating rock in space. There's no hole that goes straight through. The ocean ends somewhere. Those deep abysses fascinate me. The things that live in those deep abysses fascinate me. I love the ocean. I absolutely love it. I adore every part of the ocean. Creepy things. I love, like, the wreck of the Titanic. It's so creepy to look at, and it's so eerie. And my dad, who's not really scared of anything, told me once that seeing the wreck of the Titanic scares him. It makes the hairs on the back of his neck stand up. It freaks him out. It freaks me out as well, but in that good kind of way. I love creepy things. I love creepy things. Number 9, I have 6 cats and a dog. I might do like a little thing one day introducing you all to my cats just on my phone. It might be like a short thing, if I'm honest, like being like, this is this cat, this is this cat. You've seen Charles walking about. I don't know where Charles is. I think Arthur is behind me. That's Arthur, the little grey and white one. We're just going to do a quick thing here because I thought everybody might be interested. Those two over there, the one standing up or sitting up, that's Saffron, but we call her Sticks. The little flitty woo on the pillow is the new baby. She's called Asher. I actually like helped her be birthed from her mother. If you remember, a long time ago I did a vlog about that cat that wouldn't stop, you know, meowing because she was in heat. Like, she was in heat for like 4 months while she was here because we were looking after her. That was Custard. That's her baby on that pillow. I helped birth her because Custard was having real issues. So I helped, you know, get her out of her mum and stuff because she was having real issues. And she's not a mum cat. Some things happened. Unfortunately, we lost a kitten that day. It was a stillborn, but like, we got 4 or 5 healthy kittens. She's one of them. We thought she was a boy at first. She's not, she's a girl. That's Asher. We also have Boots and Melzif and Kitnell. Kitnell is in the kitchen, who you always hear make that loud noise because she's not a fan of the others. But yeah, you've seen Charles. Charles walks around. Charles is my dog. Charles is a pain in the arse, but we love him anyway. I have 6 cats and a dog. Oh, number 10, final thing for the minute, unless anybody else cares. Excuse me moving the camera around. I've moved it and now it's gone wonk. Wonky woo! There we go, it's better. Number 10, my favourite YouTubers, or the YouTubers that I watch the most, are Graveyard Girl, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Skeleton, and the Nerd Cubed. I adore Graveyard Girl. I love her. I think she's so amazing. You ever see me watching anything, you go through my history on my, YouTube account, it's just all Graveyard Girl. I love Markiplier. I usually watch Markiplier with Michael. I watch Jack sometimes, quite a lot. Skeleton, he hasn't been uploading recently, which is maybe so sad, but I love his makeup tutorials, even though I'm no good at makeup. I just think he's great, he's so funny. Nerd Cubes, I adore as well. I think he's so funny, I think he's so witty, I think he's so clever. I love him, but my absolute favourite ever is Graveyard Girl. If there was like one person, if someone was like, who would you want to meet most out of every single person in the world, it'd be Graveyard Girl. I love her. If I met her, I'd probably cry. I think she's amazing. She's such a wholehearted pea. And I think she's amazing. So if I was going to meet anyone, it'd be her. So that's it for today. I hope you've been interested in knowing 10 things about me. I'll do another one of these if anyone else wants to know. I don't know if it's interesting or not. I try and make everything interesting. I'm currently working on like new channel art, I guess, because we are trying to make the channel more fun, I guess. This video hasn't been very energetic. Again, I'm getting ill. Being a diabetic, as I mentioned, it means that your colds and any kind of illness, whether it could be minor, are awful. You bedbound, basically. This has only started for like a couple of days. I've only had this like 2 days, but it's already terrible. I keep coughing. My throat is like a scouring pad. Hurts so bad, and it'll be terrible. And it's coming up to Christmas, and I'm just throwing pills down my throat because I need to get better before Christmas, because I need to taste that Christmas dinner, man. I need to taste Christmas dinner. There's Mel's if in the back. That's Mel. But thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel to join me in my little backpack and go on adventures with me and see the sights. Like me on Facebook and Instagram, or follow me on Twitter to get all the updates you could want. And if I haven't died from this cold by then, I will talk to ya tomorrow. Bye!